Welcome to the lecture series Programming in C. In this module, we will be learning about the assignment operators, increment and decrement operators and conditional operators. We will be focusing more on the application of assignment operators and shorthand assignment operators, which is a modified version of the assignment operators, and then we will be focusing on increment, that is pre and post increment and pre and post decrement operators, and the conditional or the ternary operator. In the previous module, we have learnt about the arithmetic, relational and logical operators. The continuation of the list of operators, we will be focusing about on assignment, increment and decrement operators and conditional operators in this module. The assignment operators. So, what are assignment operators? The operator equal to is used for assigning a value to a variable. The syntax V equal to expression can be followed, in which V is a variable and exp is an expression. So, we can make use of the assignment operator equal to assign whatever the value as a result we get out of evaluating the expression will be stored onto the variable. So, in this way, if I use the assignment operation x equal to 3, the value which is there in the right hand side will be assigned to the variable which is named in the left hand side. The example of the assignment operation is given here. So, x equal to 3, if I say the value 3 is assigned to the variable x. If I say x equal to y, the value of one variable y is assigned to the variable x. This can also be given in the form of expression, say y into z. This is also an assignment operation in which the right hand side will be an expression whose value will be evaluated and the result will be passed on to the variable x. So, this is the basic concept of any assignment operation. The assignment operator can be slightly modified and can be named as shorthand assignment operators. C compiler allows us to use certain operations in a shorthand way, in a simple way with respect to assignment operation. Say for instance, when I want to add a value 5 to a particular variable, generally we will be using the expression x equal to x plus 5. So, instead of, in this case, the right hand side will be a expression which will be evaluated and its value is passed on to the variable x. Even though the right hand side has the same variable name x, it represents the old value of x. Say for instance, when I have the value of x to be 3, this expression will be in the right hand side will be evaluated first. So, the value of x will be substituted with the value 3. So, 3 plus 5 will now be updated as the value in x. So, this is a simple expression which allows us to modify the value of a variable. So, in this case it involves two operations with respect to C compiler. It involves the addition operator with respect to the expression, and after addition the value is assigned to the variable x. It involves the assignment operation, but C compiler allows us to simply do these two operations together using a single operator. So, that is what we call as shorthand assignment operator. So, the syntax of the shorthand assignment operator is V, that is variable, operator, symbol, whatever the operation we want to perform, and equal to is the representation of the assignment operation, and expression will be the value in the right hand side of the expression or the statement. Now, if we are using the plus as the operator symbol, if we are using plus as the operator symbol, then this expression can be turned as V plus equal to the expression or the value. Okay. This it can be rewritten this way. So, if I am trying to add some value to the same variable, say as it is represented in the example, if I want to add 3 to the same variable x, this can be rewritten as x plus equal to 3. So, this actually performs two operations. The first operation will be the evaluation of the expression and the second operation will be the assignment. So, these two operations together, it can be interpreted with the single operator called shorthand assignment operator. So, plus equal to now remains as the shorthand assignment operator. So, similar to plus operator, the shorthand operation can be applied for all the operators mostly. So, in the example table we can see the first statement as a equal to a plus 1, which can be used or rewritten using shorthand assignment operator plus equal to, and a equal to a minus 1 can be rewritten using the assignment shorthand assignment operator minus equal to, and third expression a equal to a star m plus n, this can be written using shorthand assignment as a asterisk equal to m plus n. The fourth statement is a equal to a slash m plus n, this can be rewritten using the shorthand assignment slash equal to, and the last one it is for modulo operator, it can be rewritten using the modulo shorthand assignment as percentage equal to. So, all arithmetic operators can be applied using shorthand operation assignment operation this way, and not only the arithmetic operations, even the bitwise operations can also be applied, can also be operated using shorthand assignment in a very easier way. Say for instance, the first few expressions are meant for applying arithmetic operations with shorthand assignment, that is plus equal to, minus equal to, asterisk equal to, slash equal to for division, and then modulo equal to for modulo or remainder operator. Then we can take the bitwise operations ampersand equal to. So, if I use ampersand equal to, ampersand is a bitwise operator which is used to perform bitwise AND operation with two integer values. So, this can be rewritten as a equal to a and 5, this is equal to a equal to a and 5, which can be written using the shorthand assignment operator operation ampersand equal to. Similarly, this is for XOR operation, this is for left shift operation, and this is for right shift operation. So, now we can understand that the assignment operator can very well be applied for the arithmetic operations and the bitwise operations, and preferably it is better to have integer values on the operation of shorthand assignment operation. Now, let us go with a practical example. We will take the values assigned to 4 variables I, j, k and m starting from 1 to 4 in order. So, we will try to solve the expression on applying the shorthand assignment operation. So, if we take the first expression I plus equal to j plus k, in the right hand side we have an expression to solve called j plus k. So, j's value is 2 and k's value is 3. So, we will be getting the value as I plus equal to j's value is 2 and k's value is 3. So, I get 5. So, it can be rewritten as I plus equal to 5, which is actually equivalent to I equal to I plus 5. So, we will be getting the value of I substituted here, which is 1. So, we will be getting the result as I equal to 6. So, this is the way that the shorthand assignment operator plus equal to is operated, and if you see the second expression, which contains the shorthand assignment here, and there is one expression at the right hand side. So, this expression would have to be evaluated, and then we have to assign it to the variable j. So, if you evaluate the right hand side expression, m value is substituted to be 4 plus 5 we have, and which is assigned to the variable k. The variable k already has a value 3, which will be overwritten with the value 9 now, and now the shorthand assignment operation with respect to multiplication will be carried over. J's value is already 2. So, it is equivalent to j equal to 2 into 9. So, we will be getting the value of j to be 18 after the evaluation of this expression. Similarly, the third expression can be evaluated. Here the minus equal to is the shorthand assignment operator. Also, we can have one more shorthand assignment operator called slash equal to. So, this will be expanded. If we expand this expression can be expanded as k minus m, again m equal to m slash, right. So, this will be evaluated as m equal to m slash j into 2. Okay. So, this will be evaluated using two shorthand assignment operations. So, wherever we have the shorthand assignment operator, instead of having the assignment operator, shorthand assignment operator to be asterisk equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, we can expand it with respect to the corresponding variable, as we have learnt in the previous examples operations. So, in this case we can now see a code example. I mean, the assignment operation can be how it can be applied in a code. Okay. So, this program, in this program we have three variables declared, int, num, temp and digits. The value of digits is assigned with the value 0. Then we can assign the value 4327 to both the variables temp and num. So, here you can see that the assignment operation is carried over for two variables simultaneously. This is actually equivalent to temp equal to 4327, also num equal to 4327. So, while temp greater than 0, we are checking for the condition, the value of the variable temp, is it greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, we are printing out the value of the temp. Also, we are now applying a shorthand assignment operation here, temp slash equal to 10, which is nothing but temp equal to temp slash 10. So, this can be applied this way, and then we can go ahead with incrementing the value of the digits. So, this is how the assignment operators can be used in a program. Then we will focus now on the usage of increment and decrement operators. The increment operator symbol is plus plus and decrement operator symbol it is minus minus. Both these increment and decrement operators can be applied only to variables, it cannot be applied to constants or expressions. We have to be very careful on using the increment and decrement operators. Only a variable or a single operand can be used in the case of these operators. The increment and decrement operators are unary operator. So, it uses only one operand. So, if we want to add 1 to a variable, we can say count equal to count plus 1. Programs often contain statements that increment variables, by which we can use the shortcut of the same statement count equal to count plus 1 as count plus plus or plus plus count. So, this is equivalent to count equal to count plus 1 or adding 1 to the variable count. Both these operations count plus plus and plus plus count will do the same process of adding 1 to the variable count. However, the position where we place the plus plus operator, there is a difference in the operation, where if you place the plus plus operator at the after the variable, then the increment is being done after or done at the as a last operation. Say for instance, I take two variables amount and count. Count is assigned with the value 3. Amount is now equated to 2 into count plus plus. So, when I say count plus plus here, the operator is placed at the end or after the variable. This type of placing the operator at the end of the variable, we will call it as post increment operator. So, the amount value will now be evaluated as 2 into 3, which is 6, and then 1 is added to the count. It means that when I say amount equal to 2 into count plus plus. So, what happens? This count variable will be replaced with its count. So, the operation 2 into 3 will happen at the first step, and then the value of 3 will be incremented. So, here it has two operations to do. One will be the evaluation of the first expression on substituting the variable value with count, and then it increments its value of the count. So, but after the execution of this statement, we can see that the amount value will be 6 and the count value will be incremented by 1 and it becomes 4 after the evaluation of the expression. Okay. And if the operator plus plus is placed before the variable, it is called pre-increment operator. Let us take the same example, amount and count as the variables. Count value is again 3, okay, but there is a small difference that the plus plus operator is placed prior to the variable. So, here also the operation will be done in 2 steps. The first step will be 2 into plus plus count. So, plus plus count value is 3. Okay. Now, the variable's value will be incremented first and then it is applied for multiplication operator. So, when it is incremented, it becomes 4. So, 2 into 4. In the earlier case, the value for count is substituted, multiplied, then the value is incremented, but here it is vice versa. The value will be substituted first, incremented, and then it is multiplied with the value 2. Okay. Henceforth, we can see the results as the amount value to be 8 and the count value to be 4 after the execution. Even though the operator increment does the same process of incrementing the value of the variable by 1, based on the position where it is fixed, where it is placed, the variables or the outputs value will be different. So, when it is placed at the last it is called, after the variable it is called post increment operator, when space before the variable it is called pre increment operator. The same operation we can see with the code also, the operator usage with the code. So, here in this program we take a variable I to be initialized with the value 1, and then we use a looping structure called while loop, which is executed with testing the condition I value less than 11. So, initially the I value is set to be 1, we have assigned the value of I to be 1. So, this condition becomes I less than 11, this condition becomes true. Since it becomes true, it enters into the loop and it prints the value of I. So, when it prints the value of I, it is actually 1, and then the value of I is now incremented, the value of I is now incremented by 1. This is actually post increment operator. After executing this statement, the loop will be again iterated. So, it goes back to the condition checking statement. So, when it checks the condition, now after execution of this statement, the I value has now become 2. So, it compares now with the value 2 less than 11. This condition is also now true. So, if we print the value of I, this is going to be 2, and again it checks for the condition by after increment. So, the value of I is now 3, it displays 3, 4, it displays 4. So, it goes on until it completes the condition when the value of 11 less than 11. Okay, this condition will fail. So, until the value of I becomes 11, the loop will be iterated. Okay. So, the iteration is possible only with the process of the increment operation, which is carried over here. So, the increment operator plays a major role in looping structures. So, if we see a loop, for getting it to a next iteration, we need some sort of increment or decrement operators to be used. The decrement operators also similar to the increment operators, but it does the subtraction process. So, when I say minus minus count or count minus minus, when I say count minus minus or minus minus count, both these decrement operation does the same step of decrementing value 1 from the variable count. So, instead of writing the statement as count equal to count minus 1, we can replace it with the decrement operator either as count minus minus or minus minus count. Similar to the increment operators, the decrement operator can also be applied as post decrement and pre decrement. If the operator is placed after the variable, it is called post decrement operator. If it is placed before the variable, it is called pre decrement operator. Let us see the same type of example. So, here we will have two variables, amount and count, count with the value 3 again. So, amount is calculated with the same expression 2 into count minus minus. So, here I am using the decrement variable. So, if I use a decrement operation, as in the case of post increment operator, here also we use post decrement operator. It means that the value of the variable count will be substituted first and then its value will be decremented. Henceforth, on completing the execution, the amount value will be 6 and the count value will be decremented by 1, henceforth it is 2. At the actual count value is 3 and now it is decremented to 2. And if we see the pre-decrement operator, if the decrement operation minus minus, if it is placed before the variable, it is called pre-decrement operator. Let us take the same example and work out. So, amount and count variable, the count variable is assigned with the value same value 3. So, if I use the pre-decrement operator like this, it first decrements the value of the count variable and then it applies it for the multiplication operator. So, when the count value is 3, the value now gets decremented by 2 and then it is used for multiplication operation. Henceforth, the result of multiplication operation will be 4 and the result of the count variable is now 2. So, let us take a small example and work out the usage of the decrement and increment variables. So, initially the variable value is assigned with the value 4 and the variable answer is not assigned with any value. So, the value will be garbage. So, we will take the first statement value equal to value plus 1. So, the value 4 will be added with 1. So, it becomes 5 now, okay. And the garbage answer value variable remains garbage, and then we take value plus plus. So, we are substituting the value of the variable to be 5 now. So, 5 plus plus it becomes 6, and after using the pre-increment operator, the value becomes 7 now. Now, I am using the, we are applying the variable answer, we are using an expression here answer equal to 2 into value plus plus. So, the value remains 7, answer now becomes 2 into 7 which is 14. After the execution, the value now becomes 8 because it is incremented then. Answer equal to plus plus value by 2. So, when I use plus plus value, already the value was 8 and now it is incremented by 1, it becomes 9. So, the value of 9 become value becomes 9. So, 9 by 2 which is 4.5, but the answer is defined to be integer. So, the result of answer will only be 4, and then value minus minus. Now, already the value is 9, it is getting decremented by 1. So, it becomes 8, and again it is again decremented by 1. So, it becomes 7. Now, answer equal to minus minus value, it is now still decremented and it becomes 6 now into 2. So, when it is decremented, it becomes 6 and 6 into 2 becomes 12, and the last one is answer equal to value minus minus. Actually, value minus minus here, the value is already 6, it is decremented by 1. So, it becomes 5, it is substituted as 5, and then 5 by 3. 5 divided by 3 will result in the integer value. So, it will be 1. The value will be it was 6. So, now after decrementing it becomes 5. So, this is the way an increment or decrement operation can be applied if it is in an expression. So, there are other practice examples we can operate. Int a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3. So, what is the value of this expression? Plus plus a. So, already the value is 1. So, now it is incremented, and here when it comes to the expression, it is substituted as 2, and then into 2, then minus c is now applied with the value 3, then it is decremented. So, when we calculate the values of a, b and c, a's new value is now 2, b's new value it is now 2 again, c's value it is now, it is actually decremented by 1. So, it becomes 2. So, this is how we can calculate the values. Okay. So, some more examples are given here, you can refer to it, it is operated in the similar way. And lastly, we will look into the conditional operator. It is also called as ternary operator, which takes 3 operands. The first operand will be a condition, and then if this condition is true, it evaluates, executes the second operand. If this condition is false, it executes the third operand. These 2 operands can even be given as an expression. So, the example is given here. If the variable size is not equal to 0, this is a condition. So, this condition is checked. If this condition becomes true, the value of size is assigned to the variable at the left hand side, or else if it is false, the value of 0 is assigned to the left hand side if it is given as an expression. So, we will look into a small example here. So, this is where the conditional operator is used. So, here we check the value of A greater than B, value of A is 5, value of B is 3. So, we check whether A is greater than B, it becomes true. Since it becomes true, the value of A will be assigned to the value variable x. So, value of A is 5, so x now takes the value 5. So, this is the use of the conditional operator or the ternary operator. On summarizing this module, we have learnt the operation of assignment operators usage and how the compiler will be able to simplify the assignment operators in the form of shorthand assignment operators like plus equal to, minus equal to, and the with respect to all arithmetic operations. Also, we have learnt the increment and decrement operators and its application based on the position of the operator like post increment, pre increment, post decrement and pre decrement operators. Also, we have seen a special operator with respect to C as conditional operator, which is a ternary operator which takes 3 operands and evaluates the condition. Thank you.